What's up guys, I'm Lee Morris with Fstoppers.com, and beside me here I have quite possibly the two most popular cameras out right now. This is the Sony A7R2 and this is the Apple iPhone 6s. And what do these two cameras have in common? Well, they both can shoot 4K video. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna put them through a 4K video test to see if a cell phone can keep up with a $4,000 to $5,000 camera system. We wanted to keep this test extremely simple, so we decided to keep our settings on the Sony camera pretty consistent. We shot everything at ISO 100, we set our aperture to f8 and we didn't touch it, and the only thing that we really changed was the shutter speed, and sometimes we messed with the white balance to try to get it to look similar to the iPhone. You're gonna start to really see the differences though once we zoom in to 200% and then 400%. That's where the detail really shows up. You have to keep in mind that 99.9% of people do not have 4K monitors, and therefore the average 4K shooter is not actually shooting in 4K to export at 4K. We like shooting in 4K because it gives us options and it gives us better quality 1080p footage. So the majority of people are actually going to be watching this video in 1080p, and that's why we wanted to zoom in just to show you what the possibilities were with each of these cameras, but keep in mind that they both look pretty darn good when you're zoomed all the way out to 100%. Now, if you're watching this in 4K or you see it when the footage is actually zoomed in, you will notice a pretty significant difference when it comes to clarity, and that is for two main reasons. Probably the biggest reason is the lens itself. Obviously, the little microscopic lens on the iPhone isn't going to do much in terms of clarity compared to the $1,200 lens that I have on my Sony camera. But the other important thing is bitrate. The Sony is actually capturing around 100 megabytes per second of information, whereas the iPhone is only capturing about 50 megabytes per second. So in conclusion, it's pretty obvious that the Sony outperforms the iPhone in almost every way, but you have to keep in mind that most people aren't exporting in 4K, they just want better looking 1080p footage. And the iPhone does compare in 1080p. You probably didn't even notice that this shot was comprised of both cameras at the same time. The iPhone is on the left and the Sony is on the right. Make sure you subscribe to our channel because the video that we're filming next with the iPhone 6s is going to blow your mind, and it should be released sometime next week.